Drylander. Weapons it is.
Louder and louder each day.
Need help? What do you need?
decided you'd like some tires after all? You do? Splendid. The next step is getting some support in writing. I don't expect you to ask every person in Eastminster on my behalf. But if you can convince enough of them, I'll accept my role as official leader. Five? Surely you must be joking. We'll need more than that. If you can secure support from a lot of respectable community figures, I'll see what I can do my side. How are those endorsements coming along? Let me know what they say.
You've arrived just in time. This gorgeous number was created by an unknown but clearly talented designer. As you can see, the stitching is reminiscent of works from an earlier era. Let's start this off at 20 tickets. 30 tickets. 40 tickets. Do we have a bid? I suppose I've always thought of him as the leader anyways. Sure, why not?
And what do you want? Toby? The tyre seller? Well, his tyres are fairly priced, sure. Why not?
Hello, I'm Miss Abigail Bruner, the schoolteacher in Eastminster. Toby? I know Toby. He's the chap always going on about tyres. Why does Eastminster need an official leader, though? Things have been improving since the fifth column moved in. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'll sign for Toby. However, I need you to do something first. I've been going over the great buildings of London in class and would love to show my students Somerset House. The thing is, a group of hooligans recently claimed it as their own. If you'd be so kind as to deal with the situation for me, I'd be happy to endorse Toby. You've never been to Somerset House? Where were you educated? It's a gorgeous neoclassical building with a beautiful sprawling courtyard. Oh, do go take a look. If not for the children, for yourself. Oh, when you put it like that, it sounds terrible. But remember, you'll be doing a service in the name of education. Oh, I do hope you're successful.
help at all? Toby? He's a bit meddlesome, ain't he? Ugh. I guess it's only because he cares. I suppose he's alright. Okay, I'll sign.
If you're dining, please take a seat. Or you can order drinks at the bar. If you're dining, please take a seat. Or you can order drinks at the bar. Oh,
What's up? I knew Toby from the Good Samaritans. I know he wants what's best. Don't know what difference having an official leader would make, but sure. I'll endorse Toby.
any news on that shipment? Just to check in on my shipment I ordered from Marley. In return, I'll sign your ballot. Fair's fair, right?
Are you mad? 400 tickets for a measly pistol?
It's not just a pistol. If you knew anything about guns, you'd know that.
I know more about guns than you do.
This conversation is over. Buy or leave. Looking for anything in particular? Ruggs thinks he knows more about guns than I do. I served my time in the Tommies, as an officer no less. Can he say the same? He claims to have some sort of special training. Ridiculous. Eastminster could use a strong leader.
Can you believe that guy? What a rip-off. Not really, but I know that 500 tickets is too much to spend on a bloody pistol. The fifth column has been providing food and supplies. Don't know much about them, but I like that girl Eve. Sure.
Hey there. So that's what those ballots are for? I can't think of anyone else who'd be better suited, so sure.
How the fuck did you cock up an apple tart? It's a tart!
It's broken! Yes? That's an interesting thought. Maybe if Eastminster had an official leader, things would finally change around here. Sure, I'll sign.
Fish, fresh fish, and tarberries, fresh tarberries. Isn't Toby already the leader of Eastminster?
Fresh corn, semi-fresh carrots, old squirrel bits. Shit, yeah, about that. I don't have it. We've barely got enough water to drink ourselves and the crops are thirsty. They ain't growing. You heard what I'm selling? Scraps. Fresh corn, semi-fresh carrot. Shit, yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I don't have everything she put in for, but here, this is all I have. Fresh corn, semi-fresh carrots, old squirrel bits. I don't get involved in political stuff anymore. That's everything. I need to get back to what I was doing. Fresh corn, semi-fresh carrots, old squirrel bits. What? Who told you about... Never mind. It's none of your business. Do you want squirrel bits or not? Of course.
Yeah?
Any news on that shipment? Just to check in on my shipment I ordered from Marley. In return, I'll sign your ballot. Fair's fair, right?
If you're buying, I'm sit. Do you need something? Yeah, cool. Whatever you want.
How are those endorsements coming along? Let me have a look. It appears there is a consensus. I am officially the leader of Eastminster. This calls for a speech. People of Eastminster asked Toby the Tire Man to be their official leader, and I accepted. It is with great honor that I stand before you today. Eastminster deserves a voice, and I am proud to be it. Just as I am proud to announce the return of the Good Samaritans. No longer will we be dependent on the charity of others. Together, we will forge a new Eastminster. I wanted to thank you again. This wouldn't have been possible without you. That was the last we saw of Camelot. It was the last we saw of the Good Samaritans, too. Lost too many people. The void that was left was filled by the fifth column. I don't quite know what their angle is. All I do know is that Eastminster deserves more than to be a pawn in someone else's game. Yes. A few of the original members are still around. And there's a few new people that I think might be interested. Here's a list. Would you speak to them and see if they're game? Thank you. Seriously.
Looking for anything in particular? Looking for anything in particular? Only the best. Looking for anything in particular? Ruggs thinks he knows more about guns. He claims to have some sort of special... Take care.
What's up? What's up?
And what do you want? My story? Well, there ain't much to tell. Dad was a gentry paper pusher. I never met my mum. Decided one day I was sick of the bullshit and left. Wanted to live like a person, you know? And what do you want? Why are you dressed like that? Bye-bye.
I'm just delighted for Toby. Me? But who would greet new visitors? Oh, well in that case, sure. I love being part of groups. What can I help you find?
What's up?
Looking for anything in particular?
Did you see Toby up there on the steps? Well, I thought it sounded pretty good. Maybe things will start happening in Eastminster. If my mate Stacy joined, I suppose I would too. She did? Well, alright then. Count me in too.
See you there.
Get out of my sight, you worm! Hey!
Huh?
Mithras' guidance has driven the infidel away. You disgust me.
Who?
Our perimeter has been cleansed of demonic forces. They may linger in the ether. The faithless fool has abandoned their futile little game.
Did you hear Toby's speech? I can't believe the Good Samaritans are coming back. I don't know. My father used to be in the Good Samaritans. It didn't go well for him. That's pretty presumptuous, seeing as how you never met my dad. The annoying thing is that you're right. He believed in the Good Samaritans. And you know what? So do I. I may regret this. But all right, I'll join. Oi! Don't sneak up on a bloke like that.
Looking for work? Ask Frederick. Looking for work? Ask Frederick.
Yeah? Hi, how are you?
solve the cause of the Dryad crisis. And obviously, thank you for helping me find my partner. I am forever grateful for your help. As a token of my appreciation, I would like to offer you a reward. Something very close to my heart. Since you have proven yourself to be a valuable asset, and I believe you can help us in many ways, I would like to invite you to stay with us and become a head druid. We could use someone with your skills to help us run the settlement. Before you speak, just know that you have shown great loyalty and dedication to our cause, and I believe you would make an excellent addition to our group. We will be here whenever you wish to visit. And don't forget, you will always be welcome here, even if you don't decide to stay. But the workbench is now forever yours to work with. Attention, everyone. I have an important announcement to make. As you all know, we have been searching for my partner for a very long time. Thanks to the efforts of our friend here, we have found him. But this discovery changes things. I need to spend more time with him and cannot focus on running the settlement alone anymore. But fear not, I have found a solution. Our friend has proven themselves to be a capable and trustworthy individual, and I have asked them to help me run the settlement as a head druid alongside me. They will have the same authority as I do, and I ask that you all look up to them as you do me. I understand that this may be a big change for some of you, but I assure you that this is for the betterment of our community. And with their help, I am confident that we can continue to thrive and grow as a settlement. Thank you all for your attention, and please welcome the new head druid. Gather around, everyone. It's time for our daily prayer. Let us all join hands and come together in harmony. Dear Mother Nature, we thank you for the blessings you have bestowed upon us. We thank you for the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the earth beneath our feet. We pray that you continue to guide us on our path and give us the strength and wisdom to live in harmony with you and all living creatures. Thank you all for joining me in prayer. Let us continue to work together to protect and preserve our beloved wilderness. Welcome back, my friend. What brings you here again? Ah, yes, my little fan club. Well, it's not that I set out to be a god or anything like that. I think it's just that people in London are so lost and desperate for guidance and security that they're drawn to anyone or anything that seems different or powerful. And let's face it, I'm definitely different. Being a tree tends to get people's attention. Honestly, it's a bit uncomfortable for me. I never wanted to be worshipped or put on a pedestal. I'm just a mutant, like any other, trying to make my way in the world. But at the same time, I feel that I have a responsibility to protect people and use my mutation for good. So it all works out in the end, I suppose. Oh, you're barking up the right tree with that one, my friend. I'm glad that genus Piscea isn't just a stick in the mud. It really knows how to spruce things up. Why did the tree break up with the oak? Because it thought the oak was a bit wooden. I'm just trying to keep things rooted in good humor. Don't worry. I don't like to leaf anyone out of the fun. Why did the tree start a band? Because it wanted to branch out and try new things. Why did the tree start? Because it wanted... I'm just trying to keep things... Why did the tree... Because it thought... Yeah, it's a strange situation. A lot of people out here in the wasteland are lost and looking for guidance and security. And because I'm a tree, I'm seen as something different. Maybe even as a higher power. Yeah, it's a strange situation. A lot of people out here in the wasteland are lost and looking for guidance and security. And because I'm a tree, I'm seen as something different. Maybe even as a higher power. No, not at all. I'm just a mutant, like any other. But I do feel that it's my responsibility to protect people, to use my mutation for good. And I guess that's what they see in me. I wouldn't say I get tired of it, exactly. It can be a lot of pressure sometimes, but ultimately, I just want to do what's right for the people around me. And if that means being a figure of hope or inspiration for them, then I'm okay with that. Besides, it's not really that they worship me, per se. Besides, it's not really that they worship me, per se. It's more that a lot of people out here in the wasteland are lost and looking for guidance and security. Because I'm a tree, I'm seen as different. Maybe even as a higher power. But I never try to be or act like a god. I just protect people because I feel it's the right way to use my mutation. So I guess it all just kind of works out. Goodbye, and may the trees protect you.
to do some trading?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Great.
Looking to buy?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let me know what you'd like.
Some of the audience will be all the way at the back. It seems we do have an audience. Let's try not to disappoint them. Sing and make music from your heart. From the top.
And hear those feet in time.
Walk up on England's mountains, screaming was the
Shine forth upon our clouded hills.
No, stop! That won't do at all. It needs work, I'll admit. But we'll get there. Take a break.
Who?
Yeah! Ooh.
keep...
Don't test me, you little runt. that? Hey.
pathetic.
Yeah.
Looking for good deals? Have a look. Farewell.
Who? Never mind. What? Oi, oi! Get off, you lousy mongrel!
Alright, labrat. What can I do for you? Well, fancy that. Blimey, not seen this in a while. Sure brings me back. Me nan used to clip me ears if I sneaked out of church. And now here I am, missing it. Well, I'm mighty grateful to you, mate. Here, have a few of me shrapnel specials as thanks.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Master?
How goes the hunt? Well, well, I wasn't sure you had it in you, me old China. Very well done indeed. And good riddance to the dirty dog you scrubbed to get this. Here, keep this pin. Your first trophy is something to hold on to with pride. And take these threads. You're one of us now, so you ought to dress the part too. Welcome to the Vagabonds. Now, I told you I had some big plans coming up. Come see me and the boys in the lounge and I'll tell you what comes next. It's time for those dogs to find out what happens when we bite back.
More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything. We used to be something, but now, if you hang around, it wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers. It's a good day to get things done.
Well, here we all are then. Listen up, lads. I've called us together for a reason. The dogs hit us hard last time, coming right to the centre of our turf. Well, I didn't want no rash response, but now our heads have cooled, it's time we looked at how to bite back. The dogs are trying to get the nuclear reactor on their turf up and running. We've got to win this war before that can happen. That reactor could produce double the power Battersea can. The gentry would have the Tommies in their gaff in seconds. They'd be untouchable. So now's the time to strike, and strike hard. And we've got us some extra help now. The lab rat we found down bridge is moving up in the world. This wayfarer is now a vagabond.
Nice one.
Good work, mate.
Get in. You've had a taste of Syndicate blood, wayfarer. I'm hoping you're hungry for more. We're moving to a new phase in the war, one that's going to see us much more active, and I want you as our new commando. The old man's keeping his neck out of this one. He thinks we should keep our heads low and stay out of trouble. Well, I've had enough of that. No more defensive manoeuvres. No more shithouse posturing. It's time to give the Syndicate what they deserve. And if that means escalating the fight, then I say bring it the fuck on. You've shown you're good on your feet in a tight spot, and you've shown you can carry out raids in enemy territory. And you can keep yourself alive doing so. That's exactly what we need for some new, aggressive assaults on the Syndicate. You think this is some sort of joke? Wipe that fucking smirk from your face before I take it off with a lead pipe. We're talking serious fucking business here. Don't you give me no shit or I'll turn you into fucking fertilizer, you hear? That's what I've got the lads here for. Chill, bullet tooth, shrapnel. I told you all I want new plans for how we can do some proper damage to the dogs. And new blood here is going to be our point person. What you got for me?
I've got an easy aspiration, boss. I say we take down the dredge.
The Mudchute prison boat? What do you mean, take it down?
We crack it open, and steal the yoke. There's a bunch of our blokes in there. Lab rat here can sneak in, let everyone out, then set a few well-placed bombs to sink the whole damn place.
I ever tell you you're a fucking lunatic, Johnny?
You've mentioned it a few times, boss. But, what exactly is it about this that seems so mad?
The dredge is guarded to the tits. You couldn't sneak a gnat's fart in there. And what's the good in blowing it up? Syndicates have been trying to call us terrorists ever since we broke out that friend of Yvette's. If we bomb a prison, they'll just use that as propaganda against us.
Not everyone's fond of prisons, gone, and our lot in there have some grit in a fight. Would be nice to have them back in our numbers rather than rotting in the clink.
There's some logic in your lunacy, Shrapnel. We could do with more hands, and it would stick it to the dogs if we break our boys out of the dredge. All right, tell our chum your plan, then.
Syndicate's biggest and vilest prison. It's an old warship floating off the south end of Millwall. Its proper name is Mudchute Prison, but everyone calls it the Dredge. The gentry send the debtors and persons non grata to rot there. The dogs also have a special block for vagabonds to capture. The Dredge has a reputation for people only getting out as dog food. And there's worse what happens inside. Torture, experiments, abuse. It's fucking hell. I spent some time there myself. Managed to get away when I was transferred to a work camp. Worst experience of my miserable life. So nothing would give me more pleasure than to see that Abaddon obliterated. There's a gangplank from the shore near the front, and there's groups of guards patrolling all the time there. It's pretty tight, like the boss said. No one's ever gotten in by brute force. But a lone nutter, being all sneaky like, I reckon it could work if you're clever. You'll want to go at night, of course. Less patrols then. The door on the ship is locked, but it's no fancy if you know your way around some tumblers. Or you could try loot a key from the guard patrol, whilst not summoning all of Gehenna upon you. Should all be pretty easy in theory, right?
This is fucking madness, Johnny. Wayfarer, you feel up to this?
Hear that, boss? I think we got the right nutter for the job. Our vagabonds are kept in a block near the front, but you'll have to take down the security system before you spring them. The cells themselves are unlocked from the warden's office down the back of the ship. There's a bigger block in the middle you can open the same way, full of the gentry's convicts. It would be good to set the whole place free.
And have them all shot as soon as they try to leave. Our boys can handle themselves, but the other numpties will just get slaughtered or recaptured and we'll get the blame for it.
Maybe our nutter here could help take out some of the enforcers. No one deserves to rot in that place. And if we get the other prisoners out, we're free to set the bombs and do some permanent fucking damage.
Or end up with everyone sandwiched between explosions and syndicate enforcers. It would be a clusterfuck, Johnny. Let's just focus on getting our own lot out. Them others aren't our problem.
But the dredge, maybe it's too hard. But damn, I'd love to see that hellhole sink. Fan-fucking-tastic. Here, 3 bombs is enough to sink the ship if you get the chance to use them. They'll need placing around the lower deck. Once they're set, you'll need a scarper. Quick. Good luck, mate.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Alright, gents, so tell me, what does the Syndicate have in abundance that we don't?
Webtoes.
Herpes. Literally everything.
No. I mean, yeah, probably. But I'm thinking of one thing in particular. Supplies. While we're choking down squirrel stew and using rock gut whiskey to treat anything from the flu to a bullet in the head, the IODS has enough food and medicine to supply both them and the whole of Westminster. I feel it's high time we alleviate them of some of that excess and put ourselves in a position to succeed. After all, health is wealth.
So what are you suggesting we do about it? And if you say a train robbery again, I swear to God.
Well, now, just hear me out. There's a train that makes up a third of the syndicate supply line, and...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Winston. You've been reading your bloody spy comic books again. You're not 006 or whatever. Give it a rest.
Well, it's 005 actually, and what I read in my spare time has nothing to do with this. I really don't see what your issue is anyway. They have supplies, they transport them via train, we rob the train, it's simple.
It's not bloody simple. It's never bloody simple. There are far too many variables at play in a job like that. We broke even by the skin of our bollocks on the supply run to the lab, and you want to up the ante? Not a chance. Out of the question.
That's just it though, innit? You're looking at the ones and zeros of the returns from the lab. But the real intangible score of that job run is staring us right in the bloody face.
What are you on about? What, the Wayfarer? Not a bad point. Alright, fine. Here's what we'll do. Let's send the Wayfarer to strap on a tux and play international spy. And if they don't come back, we're only back to net zero on that lab run. Happy?
Seems like the more people we send, the better chance of success we'd have. But, yeah, sure. I'll take what I can get.
Good. You should be thanking me for even agreeing to that. The stakes of a job like this are still sky high, seeing as if the Wayfarer fucks this up, the heat comes down on our heads like a redcoat's deli belly. You hear that, Wayfarer? If you muck this up and get yourself killed, I'll find you in the afterlife and shit down your throat for the rest of eternity.
Excellent. So the train passes through Poplar Station. That's where you'll be heading first. The station is a syndicate outpost, so you'll most likely have to put down some dogs to get to the control room. Once you're there, all you have to do is switch the train's route to Canning Town Station. Hop aboard, and Bob's your uncle, you're done. We'll be waiting in Canning Town to unload the supplies. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be just that simple. What could go wrong? It's only the Syndicate's most important and highly guarded assets we're talking about. So in case it's not the sunny stroll in the park that Winston is presenting it as, take these explosives. If we can't have those supplies, nobody can. Get me? If things start going south, blow that train to Kingdom Come. Even if we come away empty-handed, at least we'll muck up the Syndicate's main supply lines.
But securing those supplies is still the main objective, so don't go blowing them up for the hell of it. Any questions? The fat cats of the gentry struck a bit of a deal with the mangy mutts of the Isle a while back. In exchange for guns, slave labour, tickets, and a promise not to kick down their doors in the middle of the night, the Syndicate supplies Her Majesty and the distinguished royal court with food, medicine, and other essentials. But it's no secret that there's very little love lost between the lot. All it might take to get the gentry to double back on their little deal is a slight rock of the old boat, if you catch my drift. Something like a dashing rogue agent with a license to kill, intercepting their supply run, for instance. I don't know for sure, but there's a scene in Radfinger where 005 boards a moving train to neutralise an A-bomb somewhere in the Swiss Alps. If that's even loosely based on reality, then I'd expect heavily armed goons everywhere. Maybe some bookish scientists in lab coats. And I wouldn't count on the possibility of a few trained martial artists either. They'll attack you on sight, so your best bet is to go in stealth and kill them one by one, preferably with a silenced pistol. Medicine, wool, other finished goods and the like. But most importantly, anything you've been craving while licking the lid of a tin of dog food, they've got it in that train. Bangers and mash, eggs and rashers, proper baked beans, fish and chips, steaks as thick as a phone book. They've got it all. You pull this job off, and we'll quite literally be eating like royalty. Good luck, mate. The lads will see you in Canning Town. Quick, take this before Gaunt sees.
Christ. This is such a mistake.
Guns is what we need, boss. Syndicate always have more than us. Way more. We can't win a war without enough weapons. Syndicate get regular supplies from the gentry factories. I know of a depot they run in a warehouse by West India Quay. I say we break in there and clean it out.
You must be joking. Security will be tighter than a rat's arse there. I'd have to send a whole team in to get more than a handful of guns. It's too dicey by half.
I know a gal that might be able to help us. An old, associate. She could find a way past the systems there, at least long enough to shift some crates out. We just need someone to break in and open the loading bay from the inside.
No, this is just stupid. Get your fucking brain in gear. I want to hurt the dogs, not do some petty theft. Anything we nick, they just replace in a week. We'd be better off burning the place down. Destroy whatever's there, fancy security and all, and fuck up their supply operations for months. Wouldn't even take much explosives to fry a weapons dump.
You're cool, boss. But there's bound to be some lovely gear in there. Would be a crying shame to see it all go to waste. If we're burning a place down, then there's no harm in nabbing some guns whilst we're at it, is there?
Okay, sure, but that's just some frosting. The real aim here is to fuck over the Syndicate. You been paying attention, Wayfarer? Good. Take these charges. Find a way into this warehouse and set them somewhere that'll cook extra crisp.
And take this old card of mine and go see Frosty Valentina. She runs a bakery these days near Millwall High Street. She should recognise the card from our old days. I'd go see her myself, but the Syndicate sniffers would kill me on sight. Tell her what you're about, and she can sort you with something to bypass the security systems.
Waste of time. We don't need this Millwall bint.
Hey, no need to talk about Valentina like that.
Fine. I just want the fucking job done. No distractions.
If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.